Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Fantastic Insights, where we provide insights from some of the coolest people in franchising. My name is Alicia Visconti. I am the president and CEO of FranServe and Franchise Dictionary magazine. Now, FranServe is the largest franchise consulting organization in the world, and our mission is very simple. We help change people's lives through franchise ownership. And we do that through a network of incredible franchisors and FranServe consultants, all who help their candidates explore franchise opportunities. Now, today I'm very excited. I have David Deutsch with me. He is the Franchise Development Manager for Club Sci Kids. And welcome, David. Happy to have you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. I know everybody's schedule's crazy and it's very busy this first quarter in the franchising space. So I'm very grateful you were able to find the time to, come on our show. And, to start, it'd be great if you talked a little bit about what your brand does, what traits make it unique and your role in the company as well, Dave.
Okay. Well, Club Sci Kids is an educational enrichment company. And basically, we work with children ages 4 to 15 years old, and we teach STEM-related courses. So if you're not familiar with STEM, it's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So we're trying to make younger kids more technical and give them exposure to the technical world and possibly careers down the road in that area. So.
Great.
We do that through a lot of our businesses through summer camps. And then we also have after school enrichment programs and then a slew of other in-school type programs that we do along with that.
That's super. And I tell you something, it's really important these days to get kids involved in those areas, as you said, just to create interest, to help them with the career path, at least to put that light into them, right? That may be something they want to explore. And Dave, what's your role with the company itself?
Well, it's kind of interesting is that I've been in franchising for 30 years now and started as a franchisor. And I sold that, I don't even want to get into years because the dating thing. But so I've been working with earlier startup franchisors and helping them grow their business. I was approached by Club Sci Kids, and they started franchising almost 10 years ago. And they had 4 franchises, and when they realized that this is a lot of work, to go out and to run a business and then to support your franchises, to find franchises, to train them and whatever. And we basically came to an agreement where I would do the development work for them so that they could focus on supporting the franchises and running the business.
Wonderful. So that's a great understanding with you guys to help you grow the brand. So I love it. Wonderful. So we're talking about expansion. We're talking about growth. What markets are you looking for? Now, I know sometimes, that's everywhere and that's fine too, but are there certain markets that you're trying to key in on now more so than others?
Not really. The demand is pretty strong all over the United States. We tend to, the bigger users of our services are going to be more middle to higher income families. So in a lot of suburbs and a lot of the, a little bit more, I'm not going to say upscale, but just, a higher income level, families. So wherever they're located around a city, that's where we try to locate our franchises.
And that makes sense. And, we're talking about owners and franchisees. What traits do you look for a successful franchise owner?
That's a great question, because a lot of people assume that you need to be a teacher in this business, and you don't. You hire teachers. So we look for business people. Probably the biggest thing that we look for are people who have a passion for helping people, especially kids, and then also that they have some interest and experience in the STEM-related fields. So they don't need to be a scientist or, a programmer or whatever, but at least they have to have an interest and understanding of the STEM fields and where the holes are in the market and how we're trying to close those holes with our programs.
I'm so glad you mentioned that at the beginning about that they don't need to be a teacher. They don't have to have academics or, the education
Right.
background and experience. And I think for a lot of people, they expect that. They think that that's going to be a requirement. So you just gave them an aha moment, right? In that they could explore owning this franchise, even if that's not their background, because as you said, they get to hire teachers and they get to
Right.
hire educators.
Yeah, actually, in my experience and all the franchises that I've been involved with, that to get somebody that's in the field that the franchise is in is usually a negative more than a positive, because then they put all their energy towards the teaching in this case, as opposed to marketing and hiring and building their business. So I'm not going to say we won't accept teachers, but there's so much more to a business than just the product itself. So it's good if they have more of a general business type background.
And isn't that the whole beauty, right, of a franchise in the first place, is to have the training, the operations, the support, so that someone with an interest can enter into that opportunity and be taught the aspects of the business that they need to know, right? That's the whole beauty of being a franchise owner, right? What's the tagline? Be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And I'm sure you've seen that as well, correct, Dave?
Oh my gosh, it's I wouldn't have stayed in the industry my whole career if I didn't believe in the model so much. That it really gives people an opportunity to start businesses, still have a lot of the freedom and independence of running your own business, but having the model, the training, the support, and everything else that goes along with it to help you build a successful business. So it just is a whole lot easier. Having started businesses from the ground up, there's a lot of learning to do. So this gets you way down the learning curve by getting involved with the franchise.
Could not agree more. And, now what I'd like to do is go a little bit deeper about one of my favorite hashtags. I use it on social media all the time, and that's the hashtag franchise strong. And
Mm-hmm.
the reason I'm so passionate about that, I really do believe, as you said, in the model, in the community of franchising. We talk about the franchise family, right? And we all come together to really help people whose dreams is to be entrepreneurs and own a business. So I see it, franchisees supporting franchisees, franchisors supporting their franchisees and other franchisors, the supplier network. I mean, all of that comes together really for the purpose of helping people's dreams come true for
Right.
themselves and for their family. So for me, when I think about franchise strong and I use that hashtag, that's really what it represents to me. I'd be real interested to hear what franchise strong means to you and to your brand.
Well, a lot. You kind of set me up there. You said everything that I would have said, but you're right. It's a great community within a franchise system. Some of my best friends today were franchisees of mine, and we still go on vacations together. And that a lot of the franchisees talk together, do a lot of socialization. So it's much more than just another franchise in your system. You grow very close bonds. And then also on the franchisor to franchisor side, that I was involved for about 25 years with a group of 5 other franchisors. And we got together once a month and just shared ideas. And we're not in the same industry. So, there's no competition to worry about. And you learn a lot from each other. So, from everything from supporting franchises to finding franchises to training programs, the whole gamut of things. So it is a lot more than just going out and selling franchises. It's a very strong community within a franchise system and then between franchisors in the franchise world.
I could not agree with you more than that. I tell you, my background before coming into franchising was in other categories. And of course, you always have some support and, you have that, but nothing like what exists in the franchise space. And over the years that I've been involved in franchising, just time and time again, just like you said, the relationships become friendships. Your franchisees become your buddies and your pals. It's just a wonderful environment. In addition to, of course, setting someone up to be an entrepreneur and a business owner.
Oh, right.
But it's so much deeper than that, isn't it, Dave?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. That's one of the things that makes it so fun.
Yes, and I'm sure you've experienced that over your, what did you say, 30 years in franchising?
I did say 30 years,
You
yes.
got me beat by just a little bit. So yes, absolutely. Well, I tell you something, I know everybody is, very busy these days and start of the new year, and we're looking to have a wonderful 2021. And I'm so grateful that you found the time to come on to our show and provide your fantastic insights. And audience, I want to thank you too, and to also be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can get more interviews and videos. And before we wrap up, Dave, I'm just going to ask you for some final words today.
Well, if you're out looking for franchising, I'm going to just restate, what I said before. It's a great model that's out there, and with the way that the compensation is that franchisors are motivated to help you be successful. So I think it's a great way to get into business. And if you are looking at franchises, I'll do a little self-promoting here. Take a look at Clubside Kids and see what we have to offer. We'd love to talk to you.
Absolutely, audience. If this is something that rings a bell for you, definitely, Clubside Kids is definitely something for you to take a look at. And Dave, thanks so much. And I have to just say it, have a fantastic day.
Thank you. You too.